Welcome. Today we will review some of the ways Aavenir Contractflow is using artificial intelligence. To begin, Aavenir provides a way for customers to upload agreements and use AI to summarize and tag important data. As you can see here, once a contract is uploaded, on the right view, they'll be able to see that agreement. And then on the left, they can review any of the data that the AI has summarized or tagged. So first, we have this nice, concise summary to really draw attention to the key concepts of this agreement. Next, we can tag and identify key terms. So these are going to be items like the contract type, key dates, payment terms, governing laws, etc. And clauses. And these, again, are going to be all the key material clauses within the agreement to help drive the customer's attention to those key concepts to then help with the subsequent negotiation and then future searching and reporting on these agreements. So once the contract is extracted and tagged, we can also enable the customer to tag additional information by highlighting any content in the agreement and simply tagging that as either a term or a clause. This in turn will also help update the customer's AI model. So it's always going to be learning as they use the application more and more. Next, once they're done reviewing and tagging any of the data on this uploaded agreement, they can go ahead and hit Create Contract, where that's going to bring them over into a contract record like this. And this is going to be the workspace where they will negotiate, approve, and ultimately get the contract signed and activated from. And we can see that workflow right here at the top of the screen. So at this stage, all of that data we've tagged has been merged onto this record, so we can see all of those key terms right here. And then likewise, I can move tabs over to clauses and see all of those clauses that we tagged at the previous stage. Now, in addition to just seeing them, I can also see a deviation score. So this is also AI generated, and this is where our AI has compared the clause that we've extracted against the customer's clause library or list of pre-approved clauses. So for each of these, I can select this little eye indicator, and that's where I can review the comparison, where I can see them side by side up top, the clause that we've extracted and our standard. And then down below, I'm presented with this bullet point summary. And each of these bullet points are also AI generated by Aavenir. So this is going to help draw attention and help the reviewer understand what the material differences are, and then as we go forward, how they need to redline and negotiate this agreement to get it approved. Okay, so that is our clause deviation AI capability. The next way that we use AI on this contract record is with our Aavenir Assistant. So you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, I have this little assistant icon. And if I pop this open, this is how I can ask a question to the agreement. So this is really useful for maybe as I'm negotiating, or maybe 3 or 5 years later after I've gotten this contract signed and now it's up for renewal. I need to understand what the AI, what's in this agreement and what I can do. So that's where I can come here and ask a question. Can I terminate this contract without cause? Boom. And the AI will provide us a well-written answer and explanation to that question. And I can do this for any number of queries. Does this contract auto renew? So very powerful, especially when customers are working on larger, complex agreements. So the last item I wanted to cover around AI is with our global repository search. So very similar to what I showed on the contract record, I can do a similar type of search across all of the agreements that we have stored within Aavenir. So for instance, show me all contracts without a termination clause over $10,000. And boom, Here I'll be presented with all those records. I could filter them further and also see a contract hierarchy if I was interested to understand any relationships. So thank you for your time today. This was an overview of Aavenir's AI capability within Contractflow.